their home values decline. And while government can't fix the problem on its own, responsible homeowners shouldn't have to sit and wait for the housing market to hit bottom to get some relief. And that's why I'm sending this Congress a plan that gives every responsible homeowner the chance to save about $3,000 a year on their mortgage by refinancing at historically low rates. No more red tape, no more runaround from the banks. A small fee on the largest financial institutions will ensure that it won't add to the deficit and will give those banks that were rescued by taxpayers a chance to repay a deficit of trust.
Hi, it's Chris Wilhelm, and welcome to my weekly video blog. Well, you heard the president say last night that he has a program that's going to save each homeowner $3,000 on a refinance program. I don't know if that's an accurate number or not, but he did say there is a refinance program that is available to help people save money. Now, he didn't tell you what the program was, but I'm going to share with you today what he was talking about. He was talking about the HARP program, which stands for the Home Affordability Refinance Program, which was rolled out back in April of 2009, and it was geared towards those properties where values had dropped. Now, they put a limit that you were able to refinance up to 125% of the value of your home. As an example, if you owed $100,000 on your loan and your value was $90,000, you would be eligible, because 125% of $90,000 of value means that it's greater than $100,000. You could actually refinance your mortgage. What they were finding is that property values had dropped so much, they came out with a new program, which was rolled out in October of 2011, and that was referred to as HARP 2.0, which was under the Federal Housing Finance Agency, not to be confused with FHA. This is the Federal Housing Finance Agency. So this component exists. Now, you have to have 3 items to be eligible to be able to do HARP 2.0. Remember, the original HARP up to 125 is still out there, but for this HARP 2.0, these are the 3 things you have to hit. First of all, your loan has to be insured by a Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac type loan. Well, how do you find that out? I'm going to supply you with the websites here. You simply go to the website and you have to put in your address. It'll come back and say yes or no. Let's assume that yes, you are eligible for the HARP 2.0. Number 2, you could not have been late on your mortgage in the last 12 months. That's step number 2. I also want to point out that second homes and investment properties are both eligible for HARP 2.0. And the last piece is you would have had to make settlement prior to May 31st, 2009. If you settled after that, you would have to do the original HARP program. You wouldn't be eligible for the HARP 2.0. So let's recap that. You would first have to go to the website. Again, here are the websites. Plug in your address to see if you are eligible based on that. Step number 2, if you've not been late on your mortgage in the last 12 months, you're still eligible. And then last but not least, you had to have settled by May 31st, 2009 to be eligible. And remember, there is no loan to value. So in that example I gave a little bit earlier, if you owed $100,000 on your mortgage and God forbid your house is only worth $40,000, you would be able to refinance. So this is a pretty aggressive program. So when he was alluding to saving everybody $3,000, he was referring to the HARP 2.0. So we hope you find this information helpful. Feel free to give me a call and I can cover more details or actually direct you to the websites if you're unable to type them in from what you see on your screen. And again, as always, we appreciate you tuning in. I'll see you next week.
Could have forced some dairy farmers to spend $10,000 a year proving that they could contain a spill because milk was somehow classified as an oil. And with a rule like that, I guess it was worth crying over spilled milk.